What's up, everybody? So I'm super excited you are here today. We are going to be going over a ton of great things inside of this video. We're actually going to be talking about how you can start making $100 per day from the comfort of your home, even if you have no experience, technical skill, or social media expertise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now, and we are going to dive right in, guys. This is going to be a great presentation, and we know you are going to love it, okay? So first of all, like I said, we are going to be going over how to make $100 per day from the comfort of your home, even if you have no experience, technical skill, or social media expertise. But I want to make sure everyone is prepared for this. I want to make sure that you have a pad and a piece of paper to take notes. Also, you need to go ahead and log off of Facebook because I want to make sure that you guys get as much value as possible. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and jump right into this thing, okay? If my slides will work. So first things first, do you know what SMMA is? Okay, because we have been getting a ton of questions, and a lot of people that have been watching this video don't know what it is, okay? So SMMA is a social media marketing agency which allows people like me and you to use social media to start generating leads and sales for business owners, okay? It is a great thing that because everything is going online these days. As you can imagine, you've noticed everyone has been shopping on Amazon. So basically all businesses are going online. And if business owners do not adopt these new forms of advertising, then companies like Amazon will end up putting them out of business. And that is not what we want, guys. We do not want businesses going out, okay? So as you can see here, we have a few forms of advertising that businesses are currently using. These forms of advertising are outdated. The first and earliest record of leasing of a billboard actually occurred in 1867. That was over 150 years ago. And the worst part about these forms of advertising is that businesses have no way to track their return on or their target specific audiences. Okay, it is terrible. They can't track what they're spending. They have no idea what's coming from it, and they can't actually target specific people. It's kind of like walking out in the middle of the street and throwing a bunch of flyers up in the air and hoping they find the right person. That's not what we want, guys. Every single morning, I drive down I-75 to my office. I drive by tons of billboards, and none of them catch my attention. They're all about things that I do not care about. And it's basically like businesses are spending thousands of dollars per month to hope and pray that their billboard might be seen by the right person. These other forms of advertising are dying as well. You've got radio, you've got newspaper. I don't even know if I've ever even read a newspaper. And more or less, no one listens to the radio anymore because everyone's listening to Apple Music, Spotify, or all these other things on their phone because they don't have to listen to the ads and they don't have to deal with the radio atmosphere. All these things are dying. Basically, businesses are wasting money on these types of advertising. So over the last 10 years, like I said, they basically just died. Reports show that there's a 50% drop in radio listenership. That means that 50% of the people 10 years ago that were listening to the radio show stopped listening to the radio. And now these young people are no longer even attempting to listen to radio because they have all the music they can imagine right there at the tips of their fingers on their phone. Also, reports show that there's a 40% drop in newspaper readers, okay? Like I said, I don't even think I've ever even looked at a newspaper. So just like the iPod basically destroyed CD players and cassette tapes, social media has done the same thing. So who can remember this thing on the left? This is a CD player, this bulky thing that would only play about 12 songs, and it was hard to tote around. You couldn't fit it in your pocket. You couldn't do anything. You literally just had to have one CD with like 15 songs on it, and that's all you could listen to. But when the iPod came out, things changed. You could put 1,000 songs in your pocket. It was huge, guys. So just like the iPod basically destroyed the CD player, social media marketing has basically done that to billboards, radio, and newspaper. I went blank there. I forgot what the other one was. But just like this, social media is blowing up. Businesses are out there looking and searching for a new form of advertising for their business, which gives us a massive, I'm talking about massive opportunity for people like me and you to take advantage of, okay, guys? So I'm going to kind of go over what the concept of social media marketing is. It's the ability to start producing content and running simple ads to build an audience for these businesses and then start leveraging that audience to generate sales and leads for these companies, okay? And one of the main questions we get is from business owners is, do I need social media for my business? And our first response is, yes, you need social media. Social media is a place to where all your business information is. People can go see what type of reviews you have, what type of things you're doing inside of your business, a place where they can see everything you have going on, and a place where they can get to know you before they even meet you. So hopefully that will kind of clarify what a social media marketing agency is and kind of how it works. Now, I'm going to go over our earnings disclaimer. So this is what our lawyer made us make before we made this video. You will not earn $100 per day by just watching this video. But could you imagine if you could actually start making a few $100s extra a month? Now, we currently have over 20 clients, each currently making us $300 to $5,500 per month. Okay, guys, it is huge. We're doing over $20,000 a month inside of our business using the methods that I'm going to teach you inside of this training. So I want to ask you a quick question. What does financial freedom look like to you? Maybe it's a new car, maybe it's a fancy house, or maybe it's just covering a few bills, or even waking up knowing that you can take care of your family. And I don't care what else you learn today, or even if you learn anything else today. I want you to leave here knowing this. The American dream of financial independence is alive and doing well. And whatever that dream may be for you, you can have it if you simply take the time to learn how to get it. Okay, guys? So I want to talk about who this training is for and what it's going to do for you guys. So this is for people who are serious about creating a long-term business that will change your life as you know it. This is for people that want to learn a high-paying skill that will make them valuable to any business. This is also for people that are willing to invest in themselves right now, and people that want to experience the life they know they deserve. Okay, guys? So if this is you, then stop. Silence your cell phones, remove distractions, because if you act on what you were about to learn, you could easily change your life as you know it. Okay, guys? So my goal for this training is to help you build a business that you are proud of, is to help you start generating an income so that you can make your dreams a reality. And now, if you stay to the end, we've got a very, very special thing for you. Okay, guys? So we're going to give you our number one strategy. It's called the giveaway process. It's a 100% free mini course. In this mini course, we're going to go over how to find and target an audience of buyers that will love your client's product or service, and how to automate the connection building process with your client's audience without losing their personal touch, and how to make them go viral without breaking the bank. This is, like I said, one of our number one strategies. Every time we get a new client, this is the first thing we do. We implement this strategy because people love it. It blows these people, or our clients' pages up. It gets them a ton of likes, a ton of comments. It literally generates them a ton of new interested people in their product. And then when you follow it correctly, at the end of the process, you will actually be able to get them new customers. So I want to talk about Trey. Trey was one of our clients that we actually implemented the giveaway process with. Okay, when he came to us, he had no brand, no following, and his online presence was non-existent. When we showed him what some of our other clients had done by leveraging the giveaway process, he was amazed. He immediately realized he needed a list, not just names and emails. He needed a customer base of loyal people who would love his product, guys. After implementing the giveaway process, his company attracted over 100 new paying customers in just 1 month. We took his page from 0 likes on Facebook to almost 3,000 likes, plus 100 new paying customers in just 1 month, guys. It was huge. So when he dropped his product, he immediately had over 100 new customers in the first month. It was huge. Now you're probably wondering, who am I? Why is this guy screaming at me? Who is Corey Smith? Well, my name is Corey Smith, and I have quickly built a team and scaled my business to multiple 6 figures in the last year. I've been featured in Progress Magazine, and I'm the founder of Paradigm Development Group, a social media marketing agency that specializes in helping entrepreneurs to launch and scale their business, guys. But getting to this point was not a stroll in the park. I was kind of like this guy who's trying to walk his dog, but more or less his dog was getting walked, okay? So there's been a ton of crazy things that happened in my life, and I'm going to kind of go over some of the stuff that I've went through. So about 3 years ago, I was that guy down the street at the local car dealership trying to sell you your next ride. Turns out this was actually one of the only cars I sold. Pretty lucky couple, huh? In fact, that week I had a record week. I made $125 in sales commissions, which meant a $20 profit minus the gas I spent to get to work that week. My career in sales was nothing short of a downhill slide. I wanted to be like Scrooge McDuck, sliding down my money, but more or less I was sliding down an asphalt parking lot hoping and praying that I found some money. It was not good, guys. So I was coming to the conclusion that if I didn't figure out a way to generate income fast, I would be attempting to sell my own car. And this is something no one wants to experience, guys. No one. You would hate to have to sell your own car. It's terrible. I knew I had to be successful because I had to take care of my father. My father has no retirement, and if I didn't succeed, he would be in trouble. And as you can see, this is him catching a big bass on one of our fishing trips. We love going fishing together. But the whole reason of me creating my agency was so that I could take care of him, guys. I wanted to make sure that he had a retirement plan, and I am his retirement plan. And now I have that ability because I have built a valuable asset for my future. I've built a business that is going to continue to pay me every single day. Later that week at the car dealership, I was in the office pretty bummed out about my commission check when I struck up a conversation with the new guy. Actually turned out he was hired on as the new internet manager. He caught my attention by telling me he was making 5 figures a month simply helping local businesses generate leads using social media. And at that moment, I knew building a social media marketing business was the key to really putting myself on the path that would allow me to get to where I wanted to be in life, guys. So I'm going to kind of quickly go over the concept of a social media marketing agency. So when I started talking to him about how it worked, the way he explained it was that you as the agency would go out and get a client. Once you had that client lined up, you would then get that client to pay your agency for your services. One client can pay you anywhere from a few $100s to multiple thousands of dollars each month. Now, once you get a client, then you as the agency start posting content to all their social media channels so they are staying consistent, and you start running simple ads for that client from their social media channels to start generating leads and sales for them, okay? So I wanna make sure you guys are getting this, and I hope you're understanding this concept, okay, guys? So my first thought was I'm going to get as many clients as possible. So the more clients you start getting to your agency, the more money you're going to start making and the more people you are going to be able to help. See, that's the best part about this business model is you actually get to help others. You make money every single month by helping others make money. Doesn't that sound great? You literally live the life of being able to help other people and get paid for it, guys. It is awesome. Every day I have the ability to help businesses grow through social media and through their online presence, and I get paid for it. How awesome is that? So at that moment, I became obsessed. After talking with him, I began my 2-year-long learning curve. I started watching hundreds of hours of YouTube videos, studying online courses, and following every guru out there and just kind of hoping and praying that I got it right. It was a long 2 years, guys, to be honest with you. We went through a ton of ups and downs over the last few years. We've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly parts about building an SMMA. So for me, this presentation and everything we do as a company is about making sure that you don't have to go through those things we did. Everything we do is about how to give you shortcuts and how I can give you simple hacks that are going to shortcut your path to success, guys. We want to make sure that you are starting off right. So over the last 2 years, we have done a lot of things right, but we have also done a lot of things wrong. So my goal for this, or for you, is not to have to do the wrong things. I want y'all to get straight to the successful parts. I don't want you to be successful 6 months from now, or even 12 months from now. I want you guys to be successful right now. So after 2 years, I've discovered the hard way. So this is the hard way. We've been working on this business for about 2 years now, and it has been really hard. So if you guys have ever tried to build an SMMA in the past, this is probably how you did it. So I'm gonna kind of walk you through this process, but I wanna make sure that you don't get overwhelmed because this is not the way you need to do it. The polar opposite of the way you need to do it. I want you to learn from our mistakes. So first of all, I took out a loan, a $25,000 loan. I got an office. I hired a sales director. I joined the chamber, joined a ton of networking groups. I got a ton of computer equipment. My total upfront cost was like $32,000. It was terrible, guys. It was not cool. And it took us about 4 to 5 weeks to actually get our first client. So can you imagine $32,000 investment before you even have your first client? Was not smart, guys. But before you get overwhelmed, I want you guys to know there is an easy way. So I want you guys to know that I'm going to actually show you the easy way so that you don't have to go through the hard way like we did. All right. But now, honestly, now we have the office we want. We have the customers we want and a business that we love that's making us over $20,000 a month, guys. And it is going to continuously grow. We're going to continue to grow this business. And I hope you guys are going to follow along and like follow us and see how we grow ours. And so now I know what you're thinking, Corey, this can't work for everybody. I don't know much about business and I haven't had much luck online. Or maybe I'm just not tech savvy enough to get these kind of results for my clients. But let's be real for a minute. If you spent the same amount of money online that you would have on buying Starbucks every day, you could have built an actual asset for your company. And if you're tired of waiting on money to just fall out the sky, then this is your wake-up call because nobody likes being broke. So the fact that you're still not in on this internet thing tells me that you may need this the most. Now, not to mention, if you've never used social media to generate customers for other businesses, then your party is just starting. So let's skip the BS and get right to the gold, guys. So we're going to talk about the secrets of social selling. Secret number one of how to get your first client before quitting your job and investing a ton of money. Secret number two, how to start getting results for your clients without any prior experience, and how to run your SMMA in 1 hour a day without leaving the comfort of your home. How many of you want to hear about that? Looks like a lot of people. Secret number one, how to get your first client before quitting your job and without investing a ton of money, guys. So like we talked about a few slides back, we had to go through a lot of hardships and investments to get to where we are now. And I don't want you to have to go through those hardships like we did. When the internet manager at the car dealership told me about his social media marketing agency, I got super excited and I decided to jump head first. So I quit my job before I even had my first client. Pretty stupid, right? I invested a ton of money and I got an office and a bunch of equipment. As you can see, this is my all my equipment, my computer equipment, my desk. This was actually the office. So we got this office that was a huge boutique. It had brick walls, 15-foot ceilings. It was absolutely beautiful, guys. But guess what? I didn't have any money at all to even afford it. I had all this fancy stuff, but no money was coming in. I had to figure out how to actually get clients. But then I ran into another problem. Everyone I talked to wanted to see prior work that I had done. And at that time, I hadn't done any work for anyone. So my company struggled really bad. Then finally, after about a month and a half of trying, I got my first client. So I'm going to talk about Russell. This is Kona Ice. So Russell came to us in the dead middle of winter. It was freezing cold outside. He's trying to sell shaved ice. He literally was about to go out of business because he didn't know what to do. He couldn't get anyone to buy his product. It was freezing cold outside and he was super worried. But when he came to us, he knew that something had to change. So at that moment, I had been studying and learning all of this stuff that I needed to implement in somebody's business. So when he talked to us, I knew that was my opportunity. I knew that was my chance. So what I did was I literally came up with this super simple campaign. We literally launched one Facebook ad, and within the first 2 weeks, we connected him with over 6 new customers. Now you're probably thinking, Corey, he's selling shaved ice, so 6 new customers, not a lot. That's where you're wrong, guys. We connected him with 6 schools. The best part about a school is that he had the ability to go serve 400 to 500 students at a time. Now, after the first 2 weeks, he actually served about 4,000 students. Now, at $3 a cup, that was a huge return, guys. And now, guess what? The best part about that was I was able to help someone take their business from about to fail to actually profiting. And all I did was start a simple Facebook ad. It was so easy. And over the next 2 months, we actually signed up 5 new clients, worth about $10,000 a month, all because we had a case study. And it was super simple after we had the ability to say, hey, this is what we've done for someone else. This is the return they've gotten from what they've done. And it was super awesome, guys. We were literally had 5 new clients paying us $10,000 a month. It was awesome. So I knew when we started teaching others our process, there had to be a better way. We realized that having your first client and a case study was the key to actually getting more clients. But how do you do that without quitting your job and investing a ton of money like we did? So step number one to getting your first client is go to your boss or any business. Once you go to your boss, if your boss is like most, they probably have 1,000 different things going on, which means social media is probably at the bottom of the totem pole for them, and they are focused on all these other things, which is a great opportunity for people like me and you. Then you need to ask your boss or the business that you're talking with if you can start running their social media for a few months, maybe 1 or 2 months completely for free, okay, guys? Because this is going to get you your case study. Then you're going to have the company you're working for. They are going to be working with you. You're going to start posting the content and running the ads for their social media channels, and you're going to build a case study. You are going to have the ability to say, hey, this is a company I'm already working with. I'm already getting them results. How would you like to do this? Now you have the ability to walk in any business and say, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what we've done. And this is who we're working with already. How would you like these same results? And now you're probably thinking, well, Corey, this doesn't work for every business. The business I work for is not going to work for. Well, I'm going to go over a few different scenarios of businesses that you can go into and say, hey, I'll do this for free, or hey, I'll work for this, just cover the ad budget. Or even if your boss is in this type of industry. Now this works for every single type of industry. So I'm going to give you like 3 quick examples. So if this is a roofing company, as you can see in this example, this roofing company has to have social media. They're posting their before and after pictures, all the things they're doing for their company. They have the ability to get people to call them, kind of talking about getting new customers. Now you have the ability to run this as an ad and actually get new customers for the company, okay? This works in car dealerships. This is a car dealership that is posting their cars to social media so they get people to buy it, guys. This is a real estate agent that is literally posting all of his listings to the page and driving people to his website through social media. So every single business, no matter what industry it is, has to have social media. And for you to be able to walk in and say, hey, I'll do this for free for a month. After the month, if you are satisfied with your results, then we'll start a contract. Well, you'll start paying me. But by the end of that first month, you already have a case study. After the end of the first week and a half, 2 weeks, you have a case study. And now you have the ability to walk into any single business and say, hey, this is what I do. This is what I'm already doing for someone else. These are the results I'm getting for them. How would you like to implement this in your business? And it's hard for a business owner to say no when you already have results, guys. But now that I've shown you how to get your first client in case study, let's talk a little bit about how to get them results, guys. We need to make sure that you're getting them results. So this secret number 2 is going to be how to start getting results for your clients without any prior experience. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, Corey, you showed me how to get my first client, but I have no clue about how to get them results. But luckily for you, we created the art of social hacking, okay? Now, this is my sales director. This is Don. He absolutely loves to sell stuff. Well, that's a good thing and a bad thing. And you may be wondering, how is that a bad thing, Corey? Because every single time we got a new client, I would have to figure out how to get them results, guys. And it was bad because I didn't want to mess anything up, and I really didn't want to lose a client, guys. So one day he actually calls me. He says, we just got the biggest car dealership in town as a client, guys. And at that moment, I was like SpongeBob over here, super happy, like, yeah, let's do it. But I was also like this other guy of like, oh my Lord, what do I do? Somebody please help, because I have never worked with a car dealership and I don't know what to do. We closed them for $6,000 a month. So I knew I had to get them some awesome results, but I never worked with a car dealership before. So I had to figure something out. But luckily for me and you, Mark Zuckerberg has decided to be very transparent with all the information on Facebook. He has chosen to show you what ads are running, why you're seeing them, and a bunch of other things. So I did what any good social hacker would do. I went out and found other businesses that would be my clients' competitors, and I was going to see what they were doing. As you can see, these are some Nissan dealerships, some Toyota dealership, another Ford dealership, some other dealerships in the area that my clients were in, and I wanted to see what they were doing. So what I did was I went out and I figured out what type of ads they were running, what kind of posts they were doing, and actually figured out what was working. And I modeled it, guys. I modeled what type of ads they were running, what type of posts they were posting to the page, and all the different things that they were doing on their social media that I could tell was getting them results. And I modeled it. No, guys, I did not copy it. We modeled it. We social hacked all of their competitors to get a feel of what was working, and we modeled their ads and their content. We did not copy it, guys. We just kind of modeled it. And within the first month, we generated over 150 leads for that dealership, and they absolutely loved us, guys. They loved us because we just generated a ton of new leads for them. So I'm going to talk about some of the different things that this works for. So awesome thing that Mark Zuckerberg has created is what he calls page transparency. So you can find this on any business's page, and it allows you to go look at exactly what type of ads they're running, what placements they're putting them on, what pages it's taking them to, and everything. So as you can imagine, you probably heard of HelloFresh. It's one of the biggest subscription box companies in the world right now. And we actually had a client that came in and was like, hey, we want to run our coffee subscription club. And we were like, well, we've never worked with a coffee subscription club, so how do we get them results? So what we did, we social hacked one of their biggest competitors. We went to HelloFresh, and maybe it's not really a competitor directly, but it's an indirect competitor. They're still in the same area. They're offering subscriptions. So what we did, we went to figure out what type of ads they were running, what type of things they were doing inside of their business or inside of their social media to actually generate new customers. And guess what we did? We did basically the same thing. We said, hey, get a free bag of coffee or 3 free bags of coffee when you sign up for our subscription box. It was awesome. And now this is another car dealership. This is one of the car dealerships we actually social hacked to figure out what was going to work. As you can see, they are running 3 or 4 different ads with brand new cars and kind of see exactly how it's laid out. And then you have the ability to go out and build an ad similar to that so that you can start getting results for your clients as well, guys. So once you've gotten your first client, you can social hack their competitors and model what there's already working. And that's how you start getting results for your clients without any prior experience, guys. Now you have a happy client. You got this guy over here giving you a thumbs up. He's happy. He's got results. And you have a happy bank account, and they are going to continue to pay for your services every single month like clockwork, guys. And now that we've shown you how to get results for your clients, let's show you how you can start doing this from the comfort of your home, because that's what everybody wants. So how to run your SMMA business in 1 hour a day without leaving the comfort of your home, guys. So I want to tell you a quick story. So as you can see, this is a giant ship. So this ship was actually a cruise ship that was going out, and it pulled into port one time, and it's like the boat just shut off. It would not work. They couldn't figure out what was happening. And so they had to do the first thing that came to mind. The captain called the old mechanic that was the master mechanic that was on the boat. And they came in, and he was this old man. He was walking super slow. He had his toolbox in his hand, and the captain's like, man, you got to hurry up. We got to get this ship out of port. We got to do this. Well, the old man's like, just give me a second. I got this. So he walks over to the engine room, or goes in the engine room, gets in there, sits down his toolbox. He opens his toolbox up, pulls out a hammer. And the captain's like, what is this guy doing, man? He's got a hammer. How's he going to fix this? Well, he looks around for a second, pulls out the hammer, and he taps on this pipe 3 times. After he hit the 3rd time, boom, the engine fired back up, and everything started working. Okay, guys, it was awesome. The ship captain was like, all right, we can go. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Well, about a week later, he got an invoice from the guy. It said $10,000. The ship captain was like, what in the world? How am I going to pay you $10,000? You were here for like 30 minutes, and all you did was tap a pipe. He said, I need an itemized invoice of this. So the mechanic sent him back an itemized invoice. And for the first $1,000 of it, he said, the first $1,000 was for my time. Okay. The rest of the invoice, the rest of the $9,000 was actually for knowing where to tap. So a lot of these business owners have the ability to actually do this for themselves, guys. But guess what? They don't know where to tap. So when you have the ability to know where to tap or to know what tools to use, then you have the ability to leverage that to your advantage and actually build a high-paying skill that people are going to pay you for because you know where to tap. It might not take but an hour, but you can charge for knowing where to tap, guys. So after we started getting clients, life was a lot better. I had money coming in, and I had more money coming in than I had bills going out, which meant that I was making money, guys. But at that point, I already had employees. I had an office. So guess what I had to have? Business hours. And I actually had to show up to work, which is not what I dreamed about. Okay, guys? I wanted to travel and work from home. I quit my job to get out of the 9 to 5, and I ended up, all I did was create my own 9 to 5. It was terrible. Now, I was making money, but at the same time, I basically just created my own 9 to 5, and that's not what I really wanted. I knew there had to be a better way, and that's when I discovered it. Facebook Business Manager. Facebook Business Manager is awesome, guys, because I started deep diving into the platform and trying to figure it out. After a few weeks, I discovered that you could schedule out all the posts for your clients from this one central platform completely for free. After using the platform, I realized I could plan out months worth of content for my clients in like an hour. That was awesome. I could literally come in, plan out months worth of content for my clients that would go out on a schedule every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it would be content that was keeping my client top of mind, and they were making sales from it. Now, Facebook also has the Facebook ads platform. And the best part about the Facebook ads platform is it allows you to manage all of your clients' ad campaigns. Okay, I can set up all of my clients' ad campaigns in about an hour and monitor them from the Ads Manager app on my phone, guys. I can literally set up an ad and let it run and just monitor it from my phone. There's also another app that's for business managers that you can make sure your content's going out, make sure you're responding to the comments, everything, all from your phone, guys. And it literally took me about an hour to set all of this up and actually start running it. And then it was on autopilot. Once I figured this out, I was then able to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to travel the world. This is me traveling the world with my family. We're over here on the left side. We're in Nashville, Tennessee. As you can see here in the middle, this is me on a cruise. I'm pulling the Titanic. That's my sister behind me. We're having a great time. I'm literally, it's an awesome time. This is me in Mexico, being able to walk down the beach and enjoying life while literally my entire company is on autopilot running itself, because I have managed all of my client stuff from my phone, guys, and that is huge. So that's kind of what we talked about, and we're going to do a quick recap on the secrets of social selling. So what we talked about was how to get your first client before quitting your job and investing a ton of money. Second, we talked about how to start getting results for your clients without any prior experience, and how to run your SMMA in 1 hour a day without leaving the comfort of your home, guys. So let me ask you a quick question. If you follow what I showed you in secret number 1 and got your first client and case study, then you use what I showed you in secret number 2 and started getting results without any prior experience, then use what I talked about in secret number 3 to start managing your clients in only 1 hour a day, do you think you could be successful? All right. So how many of you are excited about what we just talked about? We went over a ton of great things, but how many of you are feeling overwhelmed because we covered so much? You're like this guy over here getting just sprayed in the face with information. There was so much to cover. Okay, guys. Now, it's very hard for me to go over everything you need to get results within this short video, but I've tried to cover as much as possible and give you as much value as possible, and I hope you enjoyed everything. So we're going to kind of cut this, go ahead and end this right now. We're going to stop the share. I'm going to kind of talk to you guys for a few minutes, turn my video back on. What's up? So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you got a ton of great value from this. We want to make sure that you are continuously getting value from our YouTube channel and making sure that you're getting a ton of great results. We will continue to post videos like this and kind of go over the different things that we use inside of our business and how you can actually start getting results. As you can see, a lot of the videos on our channel are about how to set up Google or Facebook, how to run ads. There's literally a whole video on how you can become an ad expert in 1 hour, or in literally 1 hour, guys. So go check that video out. Make sure that you are doing all the stuff that we talk about inside of this video, and you are going to get great results. Now, if you want to learn even more and you want to get better results, go to the socialsecretsmasterclass.com. We're going to kind of go over this same presentation a little bit more in depth, and we know you guys will get a ton of great value. If you want, you can go download our free ebook at thesecretsofsocialselling.com. We've got a ton of great things. I'm going to put everything in the comments below so that you are making sure you're getting as much value as possible from all of this, guys, okay? So if you like this and you feel like you've got a ton of great value, and now you know that you can go out and make $100 a day inside of your business, that's literally what? One or two clients paying you like $1,500 a month, two clients, $1,500 a month. It's $100 a day. And now you have the ability to go and say, hey, I'm working with all of these people, and get a ton more clients, guys. So make sure to like our this video, subscribe to our channel, and make sure that you are watching everything that we put out, because we are going to be dropping a ton of great value. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below, because we will answer them. We're not like these other people that are not responding to the comments. I respond personally from every comment, okay? I make sure that all the people that are watching these videos are getting as much value as possible. So we look forward to seeing you on the next video, guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one short, and I'll see you on the next one.